Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oliver Nakakande, and if you're new here, make sure you do subscribe. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the just concluded Miss World 2025. I'm sure we've all watched. I'm sure we all know who the winners are. I'm sure we're all, I don't know, maybe happy or maybe disappointed. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that we've watched the entire event. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing. I'm going to be sharing with you my shockers, the things that really stood out to me, and the things that really I'm feeling like I'm shocked or even surprised about, like, where did this come from? So in this video, I'm going to break down the things that really stood out to me. And for starters, we're going to start with the stage, you guys. I feel like since Miss World has been hosted in India, the show has been spectacular in terms of like the lighting and the stage and like the drama on the stage. It's been so beautiful. And this time around, I really loved the lights. I feel like the stage was so bright and the lights were, it was just so colorful, and it wasn't that big, but because of the way the design of the stage was, it made it look so spectacular. And I really loved that concept about Miss World. So my Miss World was in London, and honestly speaking, I feel like the stages have been improving over the years. And yeah, so kudos to Miss World for that. Let me know what you guys think about the stage and the lights. But honestly, I really loved it. Like the first look at Miss World, you see all these lights and you know, shining, and I love that so much. Another thing is I really love the fact that they hosted in India again. And India is a very, very rich country in terms of entertainment and in terms of production. And I feel like if you're bringing on a show like that is big, that the entire world is going to see, I feel like India is definitely the right place. And they knew exactly what they were doing when they said we're going back to India. So last year I happened to be in India to support my country as well, and we made it to top 8 last year. And I saw with my own eyes what India can do in terms of delivery. Like, I was so surprised that the event venue, everything was just gigantic, massive. And honestly speaking, I feel like India deserves to host more big events like this in terms of like Miss World. And I wouldn't be surprised if they actually do come back again and they host maybe a third time or fourth time. And I honestly think that the presence of Bollywood in India also adds a lot, because we saw a lot of like Bollywood entertainers and, you know, stars and actors and dancers and singers on the stage. I feel like it's already like, you know, Miss World stepping into something that is already available to them. So India having Bollywood and having all these amazing producers and artists and all this, I feel like it's just perfect for Miss World. But let me know what you guys think. But in my opinion, I feel like the host country being India for the second time in a row, Miss World didn't do any mistake on this. Let me know what you think. Another thing is I feel like the judges were so right this time around. I saw, I believe Miss Julia Molly was there. Manushi was there, the former Miss World, Manushi Chilla, I think that's her name. And then I saw a person that I didn't really think was going to be on the panel. I saw Donna. She is the choreographer and like the producer of Miss World. She was right there on the judging panel. That meant a lot, honestly speaking, because Donna literally spends her time with these girls every single day. So her being on the judging table on the panel, I feel like it added so much value. And instead of, you know, bringing people from outside who don't know what's going on, having someone who has been inside, like into the boot camp for the whole month with the girls, I feel like that made so much sense. She did the judging and also, you know, production at the same time, you know, telling girls, you need to step here, you need to do this. The show was choreographed perfectly. I love the fact that the girls were in sequence. Like when they call the country, they were just following, like, you know, like models walking on the runway. Like it was so organized. There was no delays, nothing. I really enjoyed the show so much. And kudos to Donna and the entire production team. I feel like they did an amazing job. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention is about the social media team for Miss World this year. Honestly, this is the best year ever in terms of social media for Miss World. Let's be honest. The social media team has been spot on. They've tried their best to make sure that every girl gets a spotlight. They've captured every single girl. Every country has gotten the spotlight. Every country has gotten to be out there into the world to see. And I mean it, like the moment the event was happening, they were sharing immediately after it happened. So I want to say a big shout out to the Miss World social media team. These guys did an incredible job, in my opinion. And another thing I wanted to say is that they really give every girl a chance to shine on the stage itself. Like they called country by country, giving them a couple seconds to walk down and to the stage, and the cameras focusing on them and shining on them. Like it was just you in the limelight, one person at a time. And I feel like it was just something so special. The show was not rushed. They looked like they had enough time to do everything, to give everybody a chance to shine. And honestly speaking, I feel like every girl deserved that, right? Instead of you looking for, where is my country? Where's my contestant? And you can't see them like in some pageants. This pageant, this event give everybody a chance to like shine and be bright in front of the camera. Another thing is that let's talk about the gowns. Let's talk about how these gowns wore. Like the gowns were absolutely stunning. I think this is the first time I've seen some of the most stunning gowns on a beauty pageant stage. The gowns were just spectacular. And honestly speaking, let's leave alone just the finale night. Even throughout the boot camp, these girls have been like dressing up. It's been like fashion police, like a fashion show every single day. And I honestly feel like they understood their assignment. Their designers understood their assignment from their respective countries. And on the finale, it was game over. Like I saw gowns that were spectacular. Like even the gown that the previous Miss World wore. Oh my goodness. I don't know who designed this gown, but it was amazing. So well done. Now let's go to the results. What happened when they started announcing the top 40? Honestly speaking, I knew we all knew that the people who had won the fast track challenges were automatically in the top 40, but I was also shocked to see some of the people that I thought that would be in the top 40 and didn't make it in the top 40, and it was such a shocker. But before I say this, I want to say that the girls who didn't make it to the top 40, you don't have to feel bad about yourself. You have done incredibly well. And honestly, I am so proud of you. Honestly, for the girls who have represented their countries, girls coming in from wherever you come from, and then you come on this stage and you're already a winner. You coming from your country and coming on a Miss World stage, you are already a winner. So not making it to the top 40 should not discourage you. I just wanted to pass that on. Another thing is, I was really surprised that South Africa didn't make it. In terms of like Africa, I was like, where this girl, I thought like she's gonna be at least in the top 40, at least. But she didn't even make it. And there's so many others who didn't make it in the top that I was like, oh my God, I didn't see this coming at all. And talking about the top 40 were released. I'm not going to go back into who made it and who didn't make it because everybody has already gotten that information. But now from the top 40 to the top 20, something shocking happened. Let me tell you, I have said this before and I will continue to say it again. I really believe that Miss World heart is beauty with a purpose. So I knew very much with so much confidence that the winners of Beauty with a Purpose, the continental winners of Beauty with a Purpose will automatically advance into the next round. Like maybe even go into like top 8, or maybe like top let me say top 20 at least, right? But I thought they would even be like top 8, because we've seen previously winners of Beauty with a Purpose even winning Miss World. So I really believe that this was so important for Miss World. But I was shocked to see that Uganda, who had won Miss World Africa, didn't actually, sorry, Miss World Beauty with a Purpose in Africa, she didn't make it to the top 20. So she had to stay in the top 40. Honestly, that was a shocker to me, because I felt like winning Beauty with a Purpose, she deserved at least a spot in the top 20. At least. Honestly, I had so much hope in Uganda, not because it's my country, but I feel like this girl had done an amazing job, and I feel like she deserved even to be Miss World Africa, but it is what it is. So the judges, again, they know better. They know what they are looking for. And again, Miss World is a very not easy pageant to predict. It's not easy to predict Miss World. You don't know what's going to happen in Miss World. You can have your leaderboards. I saw so many people ranking, and everything completely changed. I also did my ranking, and honestly, right now, looking back, the only person that I had my eyes on who made it is the actual winner, Thailand. Thailand made it, and that is the actual winner, right? So let's leave alone that. Another thing that really surprised me is that advancing into the top 5 of the continent, I really expected Indonesia to be there. I really expected Indonesia to be in the top 5 of Asia, right? I expected that because she won, right? She won, and she didn't make it into the next round. I was so surprised. I was so shocked, because I thought she at least gonna maybe be like a continental winner overall, or maybe be like maybe a runner-up of a continental, maybe a runner-up or something. But she didn't even get that close. She ended up just where she was. And honestly, she had won the overall Beauty with a Purpose in Miss World, not just Asia now, but in the entire Miss World. This made me realize that Miss World this year tried to give a chance to every girl to shine. Like if you've been placing so well during the pageant, you've been doing so well in the fast track events, you've been placing. They wanted to give other girls a chance now to shine. Because let's be realistic, most of the girls that made it to the top 20, they were not even in the fast track. The ones who made it in the top 8, it's only, I think, Opal, the winner, and Martinique. Martinique was top model, and Opal won something, I think. Yeah. So the rest, I feel like it was really surprising to me. Like, where did they come from? They've been so quiet. They've been so silent. And now they're all like, they're here. They made it like almost to the crown. That was a shocker, honestly. But again, I do respect the decision of the judges. The judges, I believe, do the best job, because we are watching from a distance, but they are watching those girls closely. We are only watching what we see on social media, and we're going and ranking and rating according to that, like the edited version of the girls. But the judges get the unedited version of the girls, and they know them for a whole month. So I really, really respect all the decisions made by the judges. Now, another thing that I really wanted to talk about is that the overall winner. Let's talk about Thailand. Thailand honestly deserved the crown. Opal. This girl has a very, very incredible story. She has a story that touched my heart and everybody's heart. She suffered with breast cancer when she was just a kid. And honestly speaking, her story is, if you're a woman, it has to touch you as a woman, because this is something that I feel like it needs global awareness, like breast cancer awareness. And I feel like this Beauty with a Purpose project is going to go viral with Miss World. It's perfect and it's timely, and honestly, her story, not leave alone the stories that are just made up. This is something that it happened to her. It happened to her body, and let's leave alone that alone. She is stunning. She is gorgeous. She is like Miss World material. And then I had to look up the fact that she competed before in Miss Universe and placed, I think, the runner-up. And she didn't give up on her dreams, but she continued to now come and chase for Miss World. And honestly speaking, with her advocacy and her aura and her demeanor, her grace, I feel like Miss World is definitely the pageant for her. I feel like that office is the office for her, not anything else. So I learned something from this. I learned to be patient, and I learned not also to give up, because this girl didn't give up. I saw the tears that she cried when she didn't make it to the universe, but God knew that she's going to place somewhere better. God knew that she's going to get into Miss World, where she will be even more appreciated, where her vision, her purpose will be more highlighted more than anything else. Because let's be realistic. Yes, she is gorgeous, but Beauty with a Purpose or Miss World focuses more on the beauty of the heart, like beauty with a purpose. And that's exactly who she is. Honestly, I can't, right now, after everything has happened, I can't see a better winner than her. She really deserved it. She really, really, really deserved it. And I'm now putting my eyes, I'm going to keep my eyes on the runner-ups. Africa being the runner-up. Oh my God, Ethiopia, for the very first time ever. I did not expect that. I didn't see it coming. But I got to be happy for my girl, because we are both from the same region, East Africa. And honestly speaking, I feel like this is now, I think, the second time we're having, or maybe third or fourth time, because it was in Kenya and then Uganda and now Ethiopia in East Africa. So it's in the region, the Miss World African title, and I'm really excited for her and to see what she's going to be doing. And honestly speaking, she's such a young girl, and I read about her pageant journey. She's also been a pageant lover, trying to get into pageantry. When you look at her heart, she was not even in the top fast track and all that stuff, but she still managed to steal the judges' heart and Julia's heart and made it as number 2 in the entire Miss World competition. Honestly speaking, let's give the judges their flowers. They did what they did, and I feel like they did the best decision ever. Now for the continental winners, everybody, I feel like I didn't follow up so much into the Americas and Caribbean, but I'm pretty sure that the winners, like Martinique winning top model and then advancing into being an overall continental winner, she absolutely deserved it. That girl has been absolutely stunning. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I want you guys to let me know what you think. I am going to do another video where I'm going to be talking about what has happened, or what happened in terms of Q&A. I did that video before in the previous pageant, in the previous Miss World last year. I did that video on a reaction about the Q&As. I saw some that were absolutely stunning, and I saw some that were super long and they got off track. So I'm gonna do a video and come back again, and I hope you guys will let me know what you think in the comment section. So I'll see you guys, and stay tuned for what is coming, and let me know what you guys think.